Hello.
Well, ding dangly do. Hello there, Angie.
Goodman, hi, as usual with perfect timing. Welcome. How are you, everyone?
Hi, Angie.
Hi, Karma. Good evening to you, too. How are you all doing? I hope you're fine. Counting down hours until Saturday stream. Oh god, I feel so unprepared though. Hi, Dots. But I am, and I hope you'll be very proud of me. Today I woke up and I said to myself, I will not turn on Kenshi even for like a minute. Because I have too much stuff to do. I need to figure some stuff out. I need to plan something out. So no Kenshi today. And I haven't played it. And I managed to get some stuff done. This streak is starting to be a source of anxiety. 30! I mean, Karma, I am not surprised. However, please don't feel stressed. You know, considering how Twitch has been lately, keeping disconnecting me, if you ever, break it, don't feel bad. I understand it's Twitch's fault, so no pressure. The other day I was very busy, but today not so much. Great! I hope that to everyone that you have a nice and pleasant end of the week, and going into the weekend you'll rest, get a lot of energy, and start the next week strong. But yeah, Twitch has been very, very weird lately. Nice one, B. Also, hi, B, and hi, Loomis. I know you're there. But yeah, I've been watching a couple of my favorite streamers today. And, everything was fine. And at some point, I go to wash the dishes or something. I come back and then I see stream is frozen. Okay, I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's something on my end. I refresh the page, they are offline. And I figured they probably had Twitch disconnect them and they were like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna just finish for today. So, I remembered to press the record button, so we are not losing any of the stream. In any case, I remembered to post the information on Blue Sky and on Tumblr. I'm having this wave of maybe I should just drop Twitter. Maybe I should just leave that awful place. But it's still like I'm following so many developers there. And so many of my friends haven't moved to like either Blue Sky or something else, so I got Love Hero, so I'm gonna play when I'm finished my card. Oh yes! Great! I hope we are not spoiling you too much on the game though. And what are you playing right now, Dots? I'm just amazed my schedule has consistently allowed me to at least set my laptop up to lurk every single stream for 3 months. It's destiny. It's just, stars aligned. Just some greater power in this universe wanted us to just, be in the same internet space. My time at Sandrock, oh my god, I have a friend who is so over the moon about that game. She played also My Time at Portia and she was like, oh, this game is so great, but I wish it was a little better. And then she started playing Sandrock and she was like, oh, this is so much better. There are so many bachelors and bachelorettes that I can flirt with. I have this game on my wish list because of Zeus, because she's been recommending it to me. So yeah, I heard that it's very, very good. I just wish I had more time to play like management sims, because they usually need you to, maybe not sacrifice, but invest a lot of time in them to like properly build the city, or like not the city, maybe the farm or something. And right now, Kenshi's been my biggest time sink, to be honest. Is the improvement to Portia, which wasn't bad, but needed a little more. Yeah, but it's so great when, you know, when there's a game and you see the potential in it, and then the developer, like, either, you know, builds on that game and takes into the consideration the... Silver, hi! Takes the feedback into consideration, and they are building, you know, the great new... Maybe not new. They are building on top of the existing project, like Stardew Valley, for example. But with my time at Portia, they made a new game and they improved a lot of stuff, or at least I heard so. They made an interesting world. That is great. That is indeed great. But yes, I've been mentioning Kenshi a couple of times. I don't know if any of you played that game. It's a little old. I mean old. It's what, 8 years old or something? It does not look great, but it has a feel of like something between Fallout 2 and Rust. But without multiplayer. It's so addictive. Yes, it's so addictive. But I have to admit that I maybe not broke it, but I figured out a couple of things and I managed to, by myself, I haven't hired anyone yet, and I'm starting to build my outpost. I haven't hired anyone yet, and I managed to fight off 2 raider attacks from my base, because they got stuck in my little hut, and then I managed to pull them out one by one and then kill them in a duel. Jumping into the game without playing Portia isn't much of an issue other than missing a few references. That is also great because, you know, like if I try to play Mass Effect 3 without playing Mass Effect 1, I would be losing out on a lot of stuff. But if you can play like a second game, which is like an improvement of the first game. Hi, Loomis! If you can play the second game that is an improvement of the first game, then it's good that you can play it as a separate entity. Increasing out the same feeling about ship management shooters now that I'm finally appreciating how incredibly time-consuming they are. I like them so much, but I'm realizing part of the reason I burn out on them so much is the way it can take me weeks to get through just the early game. Yeah, this is also why I'm having such a hard time getting into No Man's Sky, although I would love to sink into that game, to sink my teeth into it and, you know, build amazing stuff. But I always get stuck on like a first, I don't know, 20 hours, and I'm like, there's so much ahead of me. I've barely scratched the surface, and it's been so long already. Today's stream is brought to you by having my bunny with me. Make a rabbit your habit. Oh! Make a rabbit your habit. That's lovely. I've been playing for about a week and I just about have an outpost with 2 people and a stone mine with a building material machine. Cool! I want to make, because there's a lot of different creatures around my base, I want to make like a, you know, I want to make clothes. Oh, okay. And sell them. That's how I want to go about. That's what I'm planning to do. I did the same thing! Oh, I guess I discovered a legitimate strategy. I do personally play games super slowly, but I'm now understanding how all the things that I'm bad at doing quickly in... all the things that I'm bad at doing quickly in games. Ship management shooters emphasize spending way too much time. Funny, the two games are supposed to take place at the same time. Like, exactly at the same time? How, is it like a valid, not valid, but is it like an important thing for the story that they are taking, that they are happening at the same time? What a crowd, indeed! I'm so happy to see you all here. Thank you. I can't get any cotton at all. There was one merchant that was passing through, and they had cotton, and now I'm so angry at myself that I haven't bought it then, because maybe I don't know. Could I try to plant it? I think I could, maybe, but I'm in like an arid desert, so maybe it wouldn't work. You know, I'm still discovering stuff with this game, and I want to take my time, but also I should be working on the on the birthday stream for the Saturday. So I put like a limit on myself to not play Kenshi. First it was not to play today, and now I have it not to play it until the end of the week because I have too much stuff planned. And on top of that, I also have like a party with my friends on the Sunday, so we can't, you know, guys, just FYI, we can't party too hard on Saturday because I have plans for Sunday. You can plant it, but I'm in a desert too. I don't think it would grow in a desert. Oh, maybe it would, I don't know. Hi, Chow! Can she keep her promise? I don't know, did you ask her? Events of both games are close together. Is it something big, like I don't know, a meteor landing at the same time? You're a builder making all sorts of things. Wait, what? Father? Oh, it was supposed to be gathering materials, and I was like, fathering materials? Making friends and enemies. Oh god, the baby played a game. Look, Lomas, it's the library, an expansion for the Intel Center. The librarians can decipher information and expand your knowledge of the world. We've been expanding our brain. And now we have more intel. We were learning lore about this, the Lich and the Priestess. Nothing about the Angel yet. So yeah, we have plenty of books. We have like 22 books of memories that we can use to unlock more of the lore. Oh, maybe I could. Should I read about... Oh, we've read also a little bit about the vampires. Ooh, but all of these creatures are so good. Okay, but I remember, I think Karma proposed last time that we unlock one article from each section between expeditions, so we can unlock some lore and learn about stuff. Oh, we unlocked the Lich's Palace last time. What should we... You know, Wasteland is just a road. Maybe let's start, you know, going one by one. Congratulations, it's a plank! Wait, there was in Ed and Eddie, there was a plank with a face. I haven't watched that TV show, but through the osmosis, I know stuff. You gotta make maybes out of something, out of planks. Children are a thing in the game, but you gotta get married. That's unrealistic. I've run into a bit of a problem with game recommendations because I've realized that once people have played Loop Hero, the other few unfolding games and tower defense games I might recommend just aren't going to compare, even if they're pretty good. Loop Hero is as good as it gets. You know, it's not always... I mean, I don't remember if I said it on stream, but I am a huge fan, and it's gonna sound bad, I'm a huge fan of mediocre games. As in double A games and like games that have potential, but there's just something missing. Real life, sure. Gameplay wise, yeah. That's why I say it's unrealistic. I'm not saying it's not like a valid gameplay mechanic, but it's you know, it's supposed to be a simulation, right? Anyway, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh, mediocre games. So like, I love games that might have an interesting hook, but maybe they need a little bit more work. That's partially why I have so many games in my library, because I'm like, I see a project and I think to myself, ooh, that's an interesting concept. And you know, I like to experience it. Like, for example, there's one thing. I am a huge fan of Greedfall, even though it was, whoever I ask, they say that, oh, this game has problems. Yes, but also I really loved the setting. I really loved the characters. Yes, it tried to do too much stuff at once. They should have focused on a couple of things and just go with them instead of trying to be like Dragon Age Inquisition, which they couldn't be. But I really like the characters. I really like the story, you know, the corruption that happened, the themes. I really liked it. So that's why I remember there was an information that Greedfall 2 is in the works, and I'm happy about it. There's another game that I really, really like, which is called Airborne Kingdom. It is very short, but it's just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful game, and I love the concept of like a floating city that you can travel with from one place to another. And it had this cool mechanic that you had to make sure that you have wings and like balloons evenly distributed across the city, because otherwise it could tilt. and you know, or you need to make sure that maybe not aerodynamic, but it has like a proper way of pushing the air around. Defender's Quest, but it's over a decade old now, and Loop Hero is just better. Defender's Quest, I feel like I've heard about this game. It rings a bell. Also, it's over a decade old now. You realize that decade old means it was made in 2014, not like in the 90s. and like what, Mass Effect 1 is 20 years old, if not more? How old is Mass Effect? Not yet. It's 17 years old. Wait, the Defender's Quest. Oh, 2012. There's also Defender's Quest 2. Oh, but it looks... Oh, but it's like a... Okay. Oh, but it looks older. Wait. I'm starting to think it might be even older than 2012, to be honest, because it looks like it was made for Flash. It is from late in the browser Flash game era. Oh! I read that after. Oh, but this... Wow. Okay, there's a Defender's Quest 2 scheduled to be released this year, and it looks awesome. I love the style. It has that, it still has that Flash vibe a little bit, but like I love the art direction they are going for. Sorry, you can't see my screen, but like Google it yourself. Ooh, but it looks very, very, very good. But Armor Games, wasn't that the studio that was releasing all of the Flash games? Oh, Gemcraft! Oh my god, I played so much of that game when I was at school. When I was in school, not at school. God, English is so hard. There's a game I really think everyone should play and give their friends. Bad Rats? What? Bad Rats? What do you mean, B? 10 years is some age for a game, but it's not made in the 90s. It was still sold as a standalone game with a very large free demo posted to Flash game sites with a safe transfer system, so you could just continue your campaign from the browser game in the standalone version if you bought it. B, was that the Homestuck reference? Or are you talking about Friendsem or Hive Swap or whatever? But Karma, that is a great plan. You know, releasing a big chunk of game, and then once they are invested, being like, oh, you know what? You can even transfer your save to the full game. Just pay up. Just pay up. I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's a great strategy. So good for them. I hope they got lots of money for their hard work. Oh, is a train wreck. They started taking pre-orders for it back in 2014. And the project ended up in the development hell. No! All Steam game that is bad and was a give your friends this game as a joke game for a while. I was one of the fools who pre-ordered it. I'll never ever find my pre-order code. Oh, that is so bad. I'm so sorry. Well, this sucks. Now I feel bad that I got so excited when I saw it because it really looked good. Disappointing, but this is also what I was thinking. Oh god. I'm having flashback to Dreamfall. And Broken Promises. Screw that game. Anyway. Tremendous criticism because of the version of DQ2 they are showing now looks absolutely nothing like the concept art we saw back during pre-orders. Did they like change the... You mean like did they change the art style or did they change the like general concept of the game? Because when I'm looking at the Steam page of it, it looks less like the tower defense as it was before, and or maybe it is still a tower defense. But I really like the characters. The character design is nice, so I'm hoping it isn't Star Citizen. Well, it could always be worse. Would it? It could. Could it be worse? Anyway, let's unlock the article for the wasteland, for the road, for the just plain rocks. Why everything disappeared is a mystery, and why this wasteland is still here is a mystery too. You can't just call it a normal road. There are no footprints, no signposts, no sign of any living beings anywhere near it. The uncanny nature of this road suggests it could be a manifestation of an idea rather than a self-sustained physical object. You've probably been a wanderer your whole life, so a space where you can travel is an indispensable part of your personality and occupation. DQ2 release starring Duke Nukem. No, Duke Nukem Forever was released. Should we unlock the slime? Aw, too bad Ink Slime isn't here. This is unprecedented. Angie's looking at the game. I'm even reading the lore. The slime. A slime is a result of magical attempts to create life. They are primitive. Maybe it's better that Inky is not here. They are primitive beasts with a few ways of interacting with their environment, all of which revolve around finding and consuming food. Once a slime reaches a critical body mass, it will split in two. Every new copy is identical to the original, down to each individual cell in its body, already prepared to perform all the same functions. It is perfect in its simplicity and disgusting in its nature. Someone's foolish games with magic custom manualize. I wonder if this game has New Game Plus. That would... How would you imagine New Game Plus for this game? Let's read about wood. One wood, think it's just a piece of common wood. But even common wood is quite rare now. My memories about the existence of tree branches are quite foggy and not enough to fully materialize them. Almost all the sticks I'm able to find during my travels literally vaporize if you so much as reach out for them. A few branches and logs that still remain in my hands will certainly be put to use for the restoration of this world. It was assumed to be a tower defense game similar to the first one, but the original art was cute and simple, kind of like a low fantasy Advance Wars. Ah, look, and the game they are showing now has much more adult and complicated visual design without the cute whimsy. Part of the problem was the development hell went on so long they fired their artists and hired new ones. And then fired the new ones and later hired another set of artists and so... Oh, that is so bad. Okay, that is bad. I understand, to be honest, when I'm looking at the visual design of the first game, it does have that whimsy of the early Flash games, but it's not good. I'm sorry. I mean, some of the character like full body, not portraits, but like illustrations are pretty good, but like some of those look like such... I mean, it could be better. I understand wanting to change the art style a little bit because, especially, you know, with how many games are looking now, I think they wanted to upgrade the aesthetic to try to not apply to appeal to like wider audience, because if it looked like that... Sorry, let me actually maybe show you what I'm looking at. If the game looked like this now, I mean, I am sure that there would still be people who played it, but those would be mostly like fans of those would be like people in their 30s. Meanwhile, I think this could appeal to like wider audience. I think this is pretty in my opinion. Maybe not as whimsy, but still pretty. To be honest, I really like they are still using a little bit of that old design with those icons. I think the icons are even the same as before. But look at this lady! She's so cool! She looks so cool. Those characters look so nice. This graphic looks so nice. I really like it. I know, you know, it's not that I am trying to defend the bad decisions of the management and the development hell this game was for a long time in. But this is cute. But even the even like mobile games now look slightly better. I changed the price of 1 wood to 1 wood, so now you can trade 1 wood for 1 wood at a cost of 1 wood. Wait, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Regarding slime, shout out to Final Fantasy having a tradition of calling its slime enemies flans, puddings, etc. Oh my god. You were fighting a dessert? Oh, much more cute. And the original DQ2 art was much more cute than DQ1. DQ1 is about a zombie apocalypse. DQ2 was supposed to be about a fantasy adventure, so the style change was suited to that. Oh, so it was cuter. Okay. I'm tired of super realistic design in a lot of games, to be honest. Yeah, give me more highly stylized games. They age at a much slower rate than all those games that are supposed to be super realistic. That's why, to be honest, Team Fortress 2 still looks pretty decent so many years later. And like all of the Call of Duties look like shit. DQ1's art is confusing because the game got an HD remake for widescreen and all new art, so you're seeing a mixture of 2 different versions. Oh, okay. New Game Plus is identical to the regular game, except the hero's opening line is, oh my... Not this, oh my bleep, not this bleeping again. What the bleep is this bleep, bleep, bleeping bleep. And all his subsequent dialogue is replaced with, no, shut up. That's why Banjo-Tooie is still the GOAT. Oh, I've never played. I recently watched a video about a game that I played a lot when I was a kid. It was called Croc. And it was apparently a it was supposed to be a third-party Yoshi game, but Nintendo pulled out, so the company was stuck with a lot of assets and like a kind of sort of Yoshi model. So they redid some of the stuff and released it as a as a tiny crocodile creature. Croc. Zigcat, hi! I think that's one of the reasons why I like JRPGs so much. The characters featured are unrealistic, but in a world you're in, it works and feels alive. This is also why sometimes I have problems with some of the games having inconsistent style. Like, for example, there was that Sonic game not too long ago. It was like 2 years ago. Like a Sonic something, I can't really remember. It was a 3D game, but it was, you know, Sonic and friends in realistic world, and the disconnect between like realistic environment and very cartoony creatures was, I don't know, wasn't working for me. And similarly, when I was looking at gameplay of this Pokemon clone thing, Pal World, when I was looking at it, to be honest, when I was looking at the human characters and the environments, I was like, oh, this looks like PUBG. And then suddenly, like, Pokemon appears. And the disconnect is just too big. They should have made the world to be slightly more, like, colorful, cartoony, something maybe closer to, like, the style of, you know how in Zelda the world looks? That would be much more consistent, stylistically, in my opinion. FF7 art was a huge leap forward when it was released, but now FF7 looks ridiculous and FF6 looks beautiful. Yeah, kinda. Same, to be honest, I remember when I was tiny and I was watching the cinematics from the first StarCraft game. Jesus, the cinematic from the campaign of the Terrans is just burned into my brain. That one when this I can't remember the name of the ship. Human ship floating above the battlefield, and there are like grunts on the ground fighting the Zerg, and they are pushing them back. But you know, on the ship, there's like a general or some other asshole just talking about strategy and stuff. And then there's this horrible moment when you know, until they are circling around the battlefield, the Zergs are being pushed back. But suddenly they move away. The ship is leaving, and then there's the from the point of view of the grunts on the ground. They look up to that ship leaving, and the camera is panning away from that grunt, and you can see the wave of the Zerg. Just, oh my god, I have goosebumps just from talking about it. But anyway, when I was a tiny baby, when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that is so beautiful, so realistic. But I recently rewatched that cinematic and I was like, ooh. So yeah, that type of graphic age a lot. But then again, if something is stylized, it does not age that much. Period. Sorry, I'm getting overly excited here. Perhaps things are better in the timeline where Nintendo didn't break with Sony in development of a CD add-on for the SNES. Can't comment on that. Unfortunately, despite my first ever gaming console being Atari 2600, that was only because communism. That's a joke. That is, I mean, kind of sort of a joke. But a lot of Western, you know, stuff started pouring into Poland only after 1989. So there was a lot of catching up to do, let's say. Was my mom's 2600. Yeah. I mean, I was also like a child. I didn't know what I was playing. I remember, I think we had a game like with Superman or something. The only thing I remember about that console is the fact that it had this weird texture on top. I like to pull my fingers through those like little ribs it had on top. That's most what I can remember from that console. The first one that I consciously played, I would say, was actually a Game Boy. That was my first console when my brain materialized. Spider-Man and Submarine. Okay. Playing them when I decided to eat a dime. Okay. You know, in Yakuza 0, there was a mechanic to invest in yourself, and basically you spent money to unlock new talents. talents, and I was always imagining Kiryu eating up all that money. So yeah, maybe B. It was just you, little you, investing in yourself. I had Sega Master System and then upgraded to Amiga A1200. 6-year-old saw a diamond, decided to put it in her mouth. Like, who didn't? I mean, that sounds very relatable for a 6-year-old. You know, you don't have to. I don't want to age you all in this chat. You don't have to tell me what was your first console. But I am slightly curious, like, because to be honest, in my household, I remember we had that Game Boy, we had that Atari, but then nothing. And then suddenly a PC. And to be honest, my first like proper console was PS2 that I bought myself in like a second-hand game store. And it was already at a time when PS3 was already years old. But that was my own console, and I was living with my roommates, and that was one of the best investments in my life. The hours we spent playing Mortal Kombat Armageddon and playing Motor Combat. It was just incredible. And there was also one of my favorite fighting games, Def Jam. Def Jam something New York, I think? Battle for New York or something like that. It was amazing. I never felt more powerful as a I'm sorry, white teenage girl as playing as a huge black dude. like a powerful rapper. Fight for New York. Yes, I love that game. My mom's Master System, but the first one I owned was Mega Drive. Ooh. When I was younger, I was playing a board game and rolling the die around in my mouth. I had a neurofixation at the time. I mean, for me, it never left. Mom called me for dinner and suddenly I couldn't find a die to put it on. Oh no! Never found a die. I mean, have you later checked in like, you know, your ass. I'm sorry, in the toilet. Or did you never think to look? Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. Nothing seemed unusual, but who knows? Now some fish play dice with your die. I'm pretty sure the first game I played was either Alex Kidd in Miracle World or the MS port of Sonic the Hedgehog. Can't be sure which though. To be honest, I also can't remember what was like the first game I played. I remember many games that made an impression on me. But if something was like okay, then I don't think I remembered them. Also, to be honest, when I was younger, I watched a lot of gaming channels on TV. So I realized for some that I can't remember which of these games I haven't played and which I only saw on the TV and which I played. Def Jam Fight for New York is the only game that game caused the only instance I've ever seen someone destroying a controller. I mean, I have to say, it was kind of frustrating, but once you figured out the finisher, that you have to either use a special move or just finish somebody with an item, in my opinion, it was easy. You just bring down their health, pick up like a bottle or like a baseball bat, and finish the job. But oh my god! I don't know why she swallowed a die. Is that like an actual part of the song, or? Friend I was watching play it kept losing and kept putting the controller on his knee and punching it as hard as possible repeatedly. I would have I would have been concerned for that friend. But I can imagine, like, you know, emotions running high. Also, who am I to judge, to be honest? I am terrible. I am a terrible loser. I know that. I try to not let it get to me. But I hate losing so much. And I love playing games with people, but I hate getting angry, and I hate when people see me get angry, so, yeah, so I had a game where you had to catch goal for blocks off a conveyor belt and a rail shooter on a spaceship with a light gun. The thing with the conveyor belt seems familiar somehow. The conveyor game was impossible. I couldn't get more than like 4 blocks in a row without a game. Oh, that sucks. I remember my mom's favorite game was when you said about the colorful boxes in the conveyor belt. It reminded me of that that game where you had to match the colors of bubbles, and there was this tiny dinosaur, I think. I know it's like a popular franchise. And I don't know, I just have very fond memories of that game. But I just unlocked 3 lore items and we haven't started the game. It's been an hour, please. Okay, unlock the lore of the bed. A heavy yet still a wonderful piece of furniture. On my way back, I couldn't help myself and stopped my carriage to enjoy a quick nap. I shouldn't have done it, of course, but sometimes you have to indulge yourself, especially with such a great bed nearby. There's certainly nothing bad or wrong about sleeping in a carriage or a tent, but it's things like this bed that truly bring out the benefit of civilized living. Strained my back while loading it, but when I returned to the camp, everything was fine. The spaceship whistle, very cool, although the final boss was so hard. I never got to it as a kid, but I couldn't beat that bit even as an adult. Just like, unfair, not allowed to win, hard. Yeah, I think old games sometimes tend to have very steep learning curve. And I remember my mom had another game that she really loved. It was Captain Claw. And she was so good at this game. She always just breezed through all of the game until she got to the final boss. And once she got to the final boss, it was either, Angie, can you kill the boss for me? Or it was, Angie, can you enable the cheat for the god mode so I don't die? I don't know why she could never figure out the boss fight with the final boss. All of the other bosses she managed to beat, but that last one was just too tough for her. The alien queen is in the control room and teleports around super fast, shooting at you all the while, and behind her is the main computer, and every time you miss her while she's teleporting constantly, lowers the health of the computer and blows up the station if it's destroyed. That sounds awful. You gotta kill the queen super fast so she doesn't kill you, but if you're not really slow and careful, then you end up killing yourself. That sounds horrible. Also, you said that you tried replaying this game as an adult. And I'm wondering, because I remember hearing or reading, can't really remember, about that certain old video games tied their the speed of their animations to the speed of the processor, I think. So with the newer processors, certain actions and certain animations are much faster, and because of that they might be impossible to play, and that's why sometimes you have to have mods that change it, like slow it down or something. I could build something. System clock speed. It was super common with DOS. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Let's build a mud hut, because it should give us more items to use. Where should we put it? Not in the farm. Maybe here? Next to the forest? We're one step closer from the humble camp to a proud village, even though it's just a hut half buried in the mud. But we are honestly grateful. The people are very exhausted, body and mind. Some private space to call home will make anyone happier. Yay! Space Quest 4 has a chase sequence where the enemies don't have a maximum speed. They are just slowed by the speed of the computer. On a modern PC, your game over is less than a second. Well, too bad. Okay, but that should mean that we have new space in this. We can get another item. What do we have? 6% chance to redirect a Storm Temple lightning bolt to any other pure damage attack or any other pure damage attack into a random enemy. That is nice. It's only 6%, but it could be pretty good in like a tough situation. Now keep building huts until there's enough for everybody. How do I know how many villages there are? Do I have that information somewhere? I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 tents and 1 mud hut. But how do I know how many villagers I have? Do I know how many villagers I have? Are you just pulling my leg? And that thing before was a nursery rhyme kind of thing over there. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Rhyming fly with a fly is pretty weak, to be honest. They could have done better. Karma, should I keep building huts, like fill out this whole place like we did with the labyrinth? Okay, but I can't. I could build another forest, and the forester gives me a stable branch for every completed loop, but no more than the amount of tiles around the lumberjack's hut. So basically, he's giving me only 1 branch right now because I have only 1 forest. That's kind of weak, to be honest. I think you just have to have the same number of hut tiles as tent tiles, but the huts can be upgraded too. They can. And they give me more item slots, but it doesn't say that they give me space for more people. Can you demolish the lumberjack? Yes, I can. But that's not... wait, 2, 15, 19, 3. And if I dismantle, it's 2, 10, 8, 1. So I lose 2/3, roughly. Kinda, sorta, of my stuff. Maybe not yet. We can do that later. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. And it goes on like that, eating more and more things to catch that previous thing. Each verse getting longer as it lists them all. Early war. The huts are good for building spokes? Spokes? Like speaks? They speak, they spoke? To your town so you can get at the building space on the edges. Okay. Like a couple huts in line make a great place for a farm. Oh, as in I can reach out. I can build like a couple of huts in a line and then a farm at the end, and I'll have farms surrounded by fields from all of the sides. Ah. It ends it with there was an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. Wow. It always has to end with death. What is it with those nursery rhymes? Why are they always like this? I remember being sad that she died. There was like a lullaby, or more lullaby than a nursery rhyme that my grandma used to sing to me. It was about a royal family. It's in Polish. So yeah, even if I try to sing it to you or like say it to you, you wouldn't understand. But basically, it has this pretty sad melody, but it also goes into the detail that, you know, there was this royal family, there was a king, there was a princess, there was a page. How do you translate it? Page boy, I think? And that they lived together and they loved each other and they were so happy, and that suddenly at some point the king is eaten by a cat, I think. The princess is eaten by a mouse. The page boy, I don't remember what happens with the page boy, but basically they all die. And then there's like a last verse that says, oh, but don't cry, child, because they were made from sugar and cake. And I'm like, how does that make it any better? They still died. I don't like, but a lot of nursery rhymes make me sad. I don't like most of them. Poor royal sweet family. That was the only good royal family. Children must be told of the Reaper's inevitability. Maybe? Spokes are like the bars sticking out of the bicycle wheel from the center. Oh! Oh! Ah! I know what that is. I don't even know how it's called in Polish, but I know what that is. Anyway, how about we maybe do some expedition? Because, again, we haven't done much. But what do? I think I've tried all of the cars that I have. And I'm wondering, maybe I could try doing the third chapter. I would go with the third chapter as a knight to get a feel of it and maybe get something. I remember talking to Charger about the gingerbread man a while back. Gingerbread man? What about him? Does he die? What would we want as the knight? Not the spiders, for sure. Because we don't need... I think I'm gonna stay with the outpost. Oh, but wait. But outpost will cost us equipment. So outpost is good for the rogue, but not necessarily for the knight. But maybe we can offset that. But with what? I do not want the Maze of Memories because I do not want to speed up meeting with the boss. So I have either the crypt or the arsenal. The crypt is gonna hit my health a lot, and knight relies on the health. The arsenal gives me additional equipment slot, but my equipment will be stolen by the outpost. So... you know what, let's just try it. Should I... yeah, I'm gonna leave the cemetery because I do want to grind those rocks. She was telling me how her favorite part is when the clever fox tricks the gingerbread man and gets to eat him. Oh, wow, okay. And for the first time I realized that you were supposed to be cheering for the people trying to catch the gingerbread man. What? I mean, I don't know that story, so, I always thought of the fox as the villain, you see. I felt so sad for the gingerbread man, spending his whole life running from people trying to eat him and getting gobbled up by the only person who ever offered to help. Yeah, that sounds kinda sad. Also, to be honest, in so many stories, the foxes are, you know, the cunning, not so good characters. They are usually, maybe not villains, but they are like this morally gray characters, I would say. Also, I have no idea what... I don't know the story of the gingerbread man, so I'm getting only bits from what you're saying. I don't think it was like part of our... like, also the whole making gingerbread house before Christmas, that's not a tradition here in Poland. I mean, in Poland, generally. Anyway, let's start the expedition. Just get a feel what to expect in the third chapter. Enemies have 2 to 3 abilities, have strength plus 5%. Oh, that's rough. Strength growth plus 4% per loop. Bonus resources plus 80%. That is kind of awesome. Might be that we'll be doing more loops in chapter 3. I mean, more expeditions, but fewer loops. That's what I meant. Okay, I need to get less excited, because when I get excited I scream, and when I scream I lose my voice pretty quickly. So let's turn into pseudo ASMR mode. The story is that the freshly baked gingerbread man comes to life and runs off before the baker can eat him. And as he runs, various people try to catch him, but he outruns them all and shouts, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." Eventually, all the people have him cornered at a river, oh!
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Hello. Perfect. Lemon is perfect for ASMR. Good to know. And he can't go in, or he'll dissolve in water. I do big scream. I just talk very loudly when I get excited, and I need to not get that excited. A fox jumps out and says, "Quick, climb on my head and I'll swim across the water and take you to safety." But when the gingerbread man climbs onto the fox's head, the fox tosses him in the air and gobbles him up. Horrifying. Yeah, honestly, from what you're telling me, that indeed sounds like a generally horrible bunch of people trying to eat an innocent gingerbread man. And it reminds me of that story about a frog and a... It's not a spider, it's a scorpion. Scorpion, yeah. Trying to cross a river. But in this story, Fox is not... maybe Fox chokes on the gingerbread and dies. And even... now the story is even worse. Scorpions are not homestuck! The story makes it clear the gingerbread man deserves to be devoured because he's a smartass. If I were in that story, I would be also killed. For real, since when are we killing people for being just a little bit, like, smartasses? Like, big deal, you're alive and fast, you gotta brag about it constantly. That seems like a little, disproportionate punishment to a transgression. Like, what is this supposed to teach the child? I mean, okay. Humility is supposed to be a virtue, but like, come on. I'm the gingerbread man and you can't catch me in everyone. And I took that personally. and everyone in Fairy Tale Land is like, and I took that personally. In Homestuck, the frog girl was killed by the scorpion girl. That's where the story of the scorpion and frog comes from. I hope you're joking. I really do hope you're joking. Not disproportionate death penalty for being smarmy. Let me just start this loop. Because I never joke. Yeah, and what? I am outraged. Wait, I forgot my stuff. Wait, which card? Oh, I took the arsenal. Okay. Wait, stop. Arsenal. Let's build it. 75 minutes into the game and Angie starts playing. I know. Please. Okay, let's put Bookery here because why not? And immediately realizes she forgot to actually set things up. All human culture is derived from time travelers repeating Homestuck memes. Before everything, there was Homestuck. In the beginning, there was Homestuck. Oh wait, I should have checked there. 20% of vampires' damage is dealt to all living creatures in combat. So if I put a vampire mansion next to Grove, vampire could also be dealing damage to rat wolves. And also, if I played as a necromancer, he wouldn't be dealing additional damage to my skillies. Good to know. Okay. What about you? 20% chance to cause bleeding that deals 4 damage after every attack. That's horrible. Die! Okay. Silver, I don't know if you said, yep, you got it when I said about Homestuck, or if I talked about... or if I talked about the vampire. I think I'm gonna leave the outpost here for now, because I do want to use it when I know where a lot of enemies spawn, but also not to, you know, affect my my loot drop early in the game, because maybe I can get something nice early. I don't believe it will happen, but you know, you gotta believe in something. The mechanics, but Homestuck too. The Loomis asks the Angie why she referenced Vriska despite knowing she would be banned, to which the Angie replies, I couldn't help it, it's my nature. I have no idea what you're talking about. I really do feel sometimes like you are just putting words in a sentence that are not supposed to make sense just to annoy me. Oh, we have a grove. So I want to put a village here, but I can put a grove here, so the rats will spawn here, and maybe the vampires will fight alongside them and damage them instead of me. I feel like I'm getting huge drops of cards. And I don't know if... Oh! Oh shit! I forgot the book is switching my cards! Ah, but at least I got a village! God damn it! All my sentences make sense. That's why they are called a sentence. Sentence. Loomis is writing at the end of the Fable of the Scorpion with the name changed. You are right. I should have recognized that last sentence. But now I'm scared, because what if it's Homestuck? I wanted to check. Wait. Do I want another grove? I could put it here. But let's leave those cards so the bookery will switch them. What do we have? Treasury, yes! I mean, yay! Let's put them here so I can do 3x3 with rocks, and they will also do the thing with the treasury. Meadow. Meadow is useful, thank you. I think so far we are fine. I am slightly worried about the encounter with the ghouls here. And I am wondering if maybe... Oh wait, I do not have the outposts anymore. I forgot. God damn it. It's fine. It's fine. I should have remembered. I put the bookery over there. My fault. Wait, what do you have? When hit, it gives the attacker the thick slime debuff. Minus 10% damage until the end of battle. Does not stack. Okay. At least it doesn't... Ooh! Worse defense, but pure damage and evasion. Nice. Better retaliation, but no counter. Okay. I would prefer to leave counter. Wait, how many forests do I need for the village to appear? Because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can count. Is it 7? Or is it 7 deserts to have the desert warrior, the sand warriors? I should be taking notes. A regen, but evasion. So far my health is pretty decent, so I don't think I have to worry about regen. So I'm gonna stick with the evasion. Wow! Wow! So much debuff! good. I hope to get something nice. Wait, I could have put a wheat field. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. Better stuff. Oh, better weapon. Yes. Just switching gear mid-battle. I always preferred a version with a scorpion and a monk. Why did you save the scorpion when you knew its nature is to sting? I couldn't help it. It's in my nature. Ah. Yeah, to be honest, I think that's a good attitude to have, you know. I fought a lot of enemies and I got the Orb of Expansion. And now I know why. Haha. They are eating dinner mid-battle. Yeah, because the ghouls are eating the corpses, so that is true. If they can, you know, it's just like mid-battle there's one moment when there's like, wait, 5-minute break, and they are eating the corpses of the ground, and meanwhile I am switching armor. Let's put this here. Should I build another village? Maybe build it here. Fuck, I forgot about that. Should I build a grove? I already have 2 groves. I don't want to make it too crowded. Maybe I'm gonna put the grove here, so I can have, like, you know, some battle here before very bad place here. Am I doing this on purpose? I think I am. Oh, but yes. He should be dealing damage to these guys as well, so he's kind of helping me. Defense is increased by 1 after every loop. Okay, if I don't plan to do many loops, that's not actually that good. Damage is increased by 20% of defense value. I have 3. Deals you a handful of Oblivion cards. From now on, using Oblivion card heals hero by 10% of his max HP. I don't get many Oblivion cards, so that might be not the best. I think I'm gonna take the Dominant Mass and maybe try... It's only loop 2, it's a good time to get something that stacks per loop. That is also correct. But if I do only like 5 loops, then I'm gonna get 5 defense? But it's always a little bit, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's... You know what? You're right. I think that's good. Okay, what did we get? Counter and the same regen, but I switch evasion for counter. I do have 7% counter, so I could have higher counter, but then again, counter requires me to get hit. Meanwhile, evasion is like, ooh, don't get hit. So which do I prefer? Not being hit or being hit and then responding with damage? Meh. Looks like it counted previous loops too. Your defense went from 3 to 5. Oh! Defense is subtracted from attacks. A little bit more defense can greatly reduce the total percentage of damage being taken. Wait, it's like subtracted 1 to 1? So if enemy deals usually 20 damage to me, they'll deal 15 damage now? I always thought it was like a divided, subtracted percentage of stuff. Is it 1 to 1? If so, then that's huge. This is a better damage, but I'm not certain about the math, but I was under the impression that defense stat was very effective. Ooh. I'll have to remember that. Meadow! And no more cards, sorry. Okay, another meadow. I could put it here-ish. Or here! Oh. Vampirism, my beloved. Ooh, hello. Oh, I'll lose counter, but I get pure damage, damage to all, and defense. But those numbers are so small. I'll think about it. Ooh. Forest. Yay! Victory! Cemetery, finally! I wanted one. Ooh, what is... Oh, hello! Vampirism, would you look at that? Vampirism, my beloved. Damage to all. I lose attack speed, which makes me sad. But more damage and vampirism. Counter +5 region. The same region, but I have defense and damage to all. Yeah, let's take this one. Okay, and if I take this, my pure damage and damage to all starting to get real serious, I would say. I had a peek at the formula, would you like to know? I think, to be honest, all of us would like to know here, because, yeah, I am curious how it's supposed to calculate the stuff. The defense. Ooh, retaliation, nice. Road lantern could be useful. Ah, these guys. But so far, I feel pretty good, to be honest. Ah, I wanted to check if the bats are also alive. Additional vampirism and attack speed. I'll think about it. But let's do the mountain peak. These guys are not living, they are undead. But I have to say, I mean, I don't want to say overconfident, but I do feel kinda good so far. More vampirism. I lose defense, but attack speed. Attack speed and vampirism, but this gives me 5% vampirism and 7% attack speed. This gives me 3% attack speed, 4% vampirism, but 3 damage to all. I'll think about it. Probably not gonna take it, but I'll think about it. Basically, when your defense is low compared to their attack, it's flatly subtracted. When your defense is high relative to their attack, you have diminishing returns on how much extra defense does. So basically, the higher defense, the less good it does, right? Defense being half of their attack is the tipping point. Okay, well, that makes sense. If somebody had such a high defense that they would basically block all of the attacks, would be probably, you know, not great. Ah, yes. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 forests. Okay. 10 forests is bad. It's actually bad. Blood Grove. Let's put it here. And I think the same goes for like speed, because I always was investing a lot into attack speed, but once you get too tired to attack, it's actually worse. And if I remember, there's this gray line versus the blue line, and if I remember correctly, the blue line is the attack and the gray line is the stamina. Might be the other way around, but basically if they are too disconnected between each other, I would say, they get... Oh, I got it perfectly, yay. But yeah, if one is faster than the other, then the person might get tired and then they slow down their attacks, and that sucks. Meadow. Let's put another village maybe here. So I have villages like evenly split, so I can get some heals here, then some heals over there, and then some heals here. But so far I'm gonna put a lantern here because I don't want more goblins. Okay, we switched some cards and I got Wheatfield, yes. And another, thank you. And a mountain. I wonder what happens when we run out of cards here. So 8 more cards. The gray bar diminishes a little every time the blue bar fills and you attack. It replenishes itself, but if you attack too quickly, it won't keep up. Exactly, and that's when you get tired. Mountain. Ooh! More health, evasion, and vampirism. Yes, please. 12% vampirism. Could be better, but like... still pretty nice. Ooh, and more fields. And now these guys. Oh! Counts lands. Yay! Okay, but I think I'm gonna... you know what? Get rid of these rings. We can get something better. We can do better. Like this one! Would you look at that? I sacrifice damage to all and defense, but I get better regen and 8% vampirism. I'll stay by it for now. I want to sneeze. I would love to receive a better shield. Maybe we can get a better shield from the goblins? Oh. Ooh. Better evasion, better health. Ooh, but I lose vampirism. But that's actually pretty great. And Vampire Mansion. I think I haven't visited this village yet, so let's do that. Might switch to this armor if it gets dangerous. Okay, I lose 1 defense and 2 defense to damage to all. That armor does seem pretty good. Yeah. Retaliation damage. Oh, retaliation damage, very good. Yeah, I mean, I am gonna sacrifice the vampirism for the evasion. I guess this is not the run where we do the vampirism build. It's interesting to see how other players prioritize completely different progression than me. Like, I built all the huts I could and the other main track buildings as soon as I could, but spent very little effort on trying to beat new bosses. But isn't, like, beating the bosses the main part of the story? Isn't it how you progress the game? Depot resource cap is increased. I don't think I need that. After receiving this trait at the start of every loop, the hero receives 65% of his max HP as a phantom shield that persists between battles. Damage to phantom shield ignores defense. This is kinda awesome, to be honest. But how useful it's gonna be to me. Should I try to see other traits, or should I take this one? I got one achievement-based card early on that I almost never see streamers get, but I never bothered getting a lot of the cards that come from side paths of the building tech tree. Oh! I don't expect I don't think we're expecting to beat the boss here. No. Maybe encounter him if we get lucky. But I would prefer to, you know, grind a bit and come back to the village with plenty of loot. So I can, you know, strengthen the village. I'm gonna take it. Okay, so far so good. I just noticed the flowers on your glasses. Are they new? No, they've always been here. These glasses are like an asset that I've been using sometimes. Article of protection hard to math out. The loss of defense matters a lot, but it's still similar to doubling the effect of campfire healing. Wait, but it's only that damage to phantom shield ignores the defense, so it's not that, you know, so I just received like 100% damage from the enemies, but only to the shield. But it's still like I get 65% health on top of what I already have. They are lovely. Thank you. I like them very much. I feel so pretty when I have them. I do have another treasury, so let's build that because more gear is always useful. Pure damage, evasion, counter. Oh, but defense. Now I have 17 defense. They are taunting me with that vampirism. I'm not gonna fall for it. I like dealing a lot of damage, and having 5 damage to all and 7 pure damage on top of my regular damage is pretty awesome. I could build this outpost. Or maybe bookery? Because I'm running out of cards over here, and it would be nice to, you know, switch up a little bit. The phantom health doesn't last nearly as long as it might otherwise last because it has no defense stats. So it's not worth as much as 60% of your health, but it's hard to say how much it is worth. But I've definitely noticed it lasting a good while and giving time for other healing to catch up. Yeah, exactly. Does the bookery do anything fun after it's emptied? I want to see. So yeah, this one is slowly running out of cards, so we'll see. Mm. If you're prioritizing defense, I think it's important to remember that in Act 3 enemies get a 4% more strength per loop. That's not to say you shouldn't get defense, but rather you probably want to keep it competitive. Ah, I get it. Wish there was a redeem for your sunglasses. I haven't seen you wear them much on stream other than as Lemmy, but they look great on your avatar in the schedule. Oh, I think I could do that. I think I could make a redeem with glasses. I even have different types of glasses. Like hard glasses, I have these glasses. I have like dark sunglasses, Lemmy sunglasses. I could make like a whole selection of sunglasses. If you think that would be fun. So you like mean glasses, yeah? You like them nerdy? You like them short-sighted? Yeah, but I'm happy with my items now. Meh. Oh, oh, hello. Better damage, pure damage, regen, and evasion. Okay. Better damage. I am losing the remaining 7% of my vampirism, but I do have. It's gonna be 1 regen. It's not a lot, but it's always something. Actually, prescription glasses as a fashion thing kind of creeps me out. I mean, I really... Wait, prescription glasses as a fashion thing, as in if somebody has to have a prescription glasses but they get like a pretty ones? Or do you mean somebody who does not need glasses but they have like glasses with the zero type of glass in them, but they are wearing them for shits and giggles? My disability is not your fashion. Yeah, exactly. So wait, what I meant is it when somebody who needs to wear glasses has fancy looking glasses, or do you mean like somebody who doesn't have to wear glasses wears them for a bit? Do you wear glasses, Loomis? Because to be honest, I sometimes do need to wear glasses. That's what you get for sitting in front of a computer for a long time. Oh wait, did they switch some of my cards? I didn't notice. Oh no. If you need glasses, by all means, make them pretty. I mean, pretending to have bad eyesight because you think glasses look cool, or fetishizing the idea of fictional characters being nearsighted. Okay. I get that. I have to say that wearing glasses that, you know, have clear glass but do not affect your vision is weird in my opinion as well. But then again, some people need to wear, like, I've encountered like people who don't have a eyesight, who don't have bad eyesight, but for example they work a lot in front of a computer and they wear those glasses with like blue filter. So that I understand. I have worn glasses for about 4 years now. I really should wear glasses. I have astigmatism, but it's been so long since I went to optician, I'm almost afraid to go. Why? They won't judge you. I don't think any of the opticians I went to ever asked me when was the last time I visited an optician. Not wearing glasses when you need them can strain your eyes and make them worse. I know that they're also supposed to be like exercises for your eyes, like, oh, look high up, Look very low down. Look to the left. Look to the right. Keep that for like 20 seconds. Look at something near. Look at something far. Look at something green. But yeah, you should absolutely, if you do have like a problem with your eyesight, I think it, you know, it's good to keep tabs on what's happening over there, to have it checked. And also, you know, you can get cool glasses. Wait, what? I heard a creepy laugh. And I think that vampire disappeared instead of fighting. Counter innovation. Examine the scarecrow when you get the chance. Like, wait, but in the when I'm back in the camp? It's not my place to interrogate people as to why they're wearing glasses, but openly being like, I think it's cool when people can't see and need a vision aid. It's not addressing disability. I want people to be healthy and strong, not have some imperfection to hold up as beautiful. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It might feel objectifying if somebody would like, you know, would be like that. But I don't know. On one hand, I agree with you that we shouldn't be like objectifying, fetishizing maybe bad health, but on the other, I do think glasses look cool. I wear glasses. I don't see anything wrong with seeing people as more attractive with them, but I have an issue with people pretending. Yes, I do have issue with people pretending, but I like, you know, knowing or like feeling better when I, for example, wear glasses. I don't know. I like to feel like now. I do have glasses, and you said that I look nice in them, and that makes me happy. You could do it in the field too? Wait, how? What? Oh wait, you mean as when I encounter a scarecrow, just take my cursor over it to examine it. Okay, like that. I get it. Opticians might judge a little. When I was supposed to choose my frames for the first time, I indeed tried to put on the biggest, roundest nerd goggles style frames, and she snatched them out of my hand and she said no. I mean, that was horrible of her, but like I would be like, I just want to see how I look, you know. When I do love trying on silly stuff just to see how I look. Who knows? Maybe I'll vibe with it. That's what I was thinking about sunglasses. Those are actually super functional. I've had to drive cars on the highway in the American Midwest. You can't see shit with the sun in your eyes. Oh yeah, absolutely. But like, to be honest, when it comes to sunglasses, I like those that are like the ones that Lemmy has. He has sunglasses that are like partially covering the eyes. I don't like those that are like 100% dark, or those mirror sunglasses. I don't like those. I like to see your eyes when I talk to you, you know. I mean, I don't see your eyes when I'm talking to you, but if I would be to be face to face with you, I would prefer to see your eyes. I can't afford prescription sunglasses, so that's a pain. Yeah. Sunglasses do have... Everybody can wear sunglasses. That's not an issue. Oh my god. Glasses protection front in our chat tonight. Wait, where am I? What am I doing? I'm here. A forest lantern. But I think we are pretty okay. Better retaliation and vampirism. I think I've given up on vampirism, so... A meadow. There's this special coating that can be put on glasses so they fade in the sun. I can't remember what they are called, but I know which you're talking about. Another book. Oh, wheat field. Yes. Here. And rocks. Rocks for more health. Ah. Outpost. Or another wheat field. Yay! Interesting how they can just do that. Yeah. But it's also so easy to forget about them. Oh! That's an actual book. Last time the books here were on their shelves. What's happening now? Thank you. That doesn't look even remotely like writing. Do you have any texts in human language? Or proto-vampiric at least? We have a figure. Or is it an arrow up? Here's an arrow up. Or maybe this is a figure as well. Maybe this is a figure floating upwards. Like this figure here being here. But then something two figure. Or maybe this is a figure downwards, and here they collide. Something. Like people can wear what they want, and wrong would interrogate people about their health and try to be the judge of whether they have a right to wear certain things, but it's just your whole like a nerdy comment made me super uncomfortable. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't want to make you uncomfortable. That was not my intention, so I apologize. To me, thinking nearsightedness is pretty is a great big yikes. I know. I now I get it. Now I get it. So sorry. Sorry for, you know, causing that. That was not my intention. Just wanted to be cheeky. But but also, Karma, you said something that I also very, very much value, being that, you know, it's wrong to interrogate people about their health. This is also something that I've been advocating to, like, most of my friends on the internet, because whenever I see, like, people putting, like, in their bio, like, ooh, I have ADHD, I have autism, I have this disability, I have chronic illness. I understand that usually people want to, you know, put it out there. So, again, in situations like this, when they say something and other people might, like, question their motives or question the validity of their opinion, they'll be like, oh, but actually I am this and this, that and that. And I'm like, you shouldn't need to present your medical history for your opinion to be valid, I think. I am very uncomfortable with that, but maybe partially because I'm also very paranoid about about what type of information is, you know, available on me on the internet, because I feel like there's too much about us available on the internet. So, you know, I sometimes mention stuff about, you know, taking medicine or like having certain ailments now and again, but, you know, like putting it front and center like in my profile or something, I like, do all of the people around the internet really need to know that? Just, you know, I'm always the advocate of be mindful of what type of information you release into the internet, and because you never know how people might try to use it. I've been seeing a lot of disabled bathrooms with big signs saying not all disabilities are visible, and I think that's a good movement. I think so too. And I think similarly, like, I remember like seeing a discourse where there was like I think a girl wrote something about, oh, I went with my partner, do this, and that. And she had a boyfriend or I don't know, fiance, whatever. But she used specifically the word partner. And I saw people being offended, like, oh, why are you misleading the LGBT community saying that you are out with your partner when you are straight? Like, first thing, you don't know if they are straight. One of them might be trans, one of them might be actually, I don't know, bisexual, pansexual, whatever. So you don't know. And also, isn't that the whole point of, you know, using inclusive language? So you don't have to, if straight people would be using, you know, the same language as for example, gay couples, lesbian couples, whatever, wouldn't that be normalizing just, you know, all types of couples? That's just, I'm getting very into the topic again. I wouldn't put my issues in my bio, yeah. Also helps me because most places don't have a gender-neutral bathroom other than a disabled one. Yeah. I've often mentioned a few things, but I wouldn't put it in there. Yeah, exactly. I also sometimes just mention stuff, but never... I don't want to have like again, my medical history, all of my stuff and things on the internet. I like sharing stuff with you sometimes, but I don't want you to have like an encyclopedia on me. Oh no, I just realized if I were ever to like blow up, there would be people would do like profile on me, try to scrub the internet for all of the information they can get. New nightmare unlocked. Oh, Loomis. Again, but again, sorry, going back to what Karma said. If I ever say something that make you uncomfortable, you can just, you know, let me know, because I'm not Alpha and Omega. I don't know all of the things ever that happened. So I would hate to make any of you uncomfortable or like feel unwelcome here. So yeah, if I ever do step on the boundaries that you don't feel comfortable with, let me know. I would love to, you know, correct myself or educate myself appropriately. Anyway, we've been reading a book. That's not helping us. I get it. Let's forget about the mistake and start on the new page. Oh, I don't think the book appreciated that. I am surprised, considering how much Loomis likes puns. I would expect, you know, books to love puns as well. What does the book do? Gives 20 magic shield to itself and all allies at the start of battle. Until units damage varies from 0% to 200%, okay. Poor heroes just trying to go with the flow. I mean, poor heroes just trying to brighten up the pretty tough situation, but nobody's having it. Lowers attack speed of allies by 10%. That's good. Thank you. That's useful for me. Looks like I have to be constantly on guard. Who knows? Next time I could be attacked by my own sword. I hope that's not foreshadowing. Let's put some mountains here. I think I'm happy with having high pure damage. But evasion. Oh. Banishes a random enemy at the start of battle. Oh, that's what the sorry. That's what the Scarecrow did last time. They banished the vampire? They can do that? I think you got a new resource out of that, Angie. It made a sound I haven't heard before. Oh, I need to check that. I'm remembering when I made Star Trek outfit for my Minecraft, I asked my friend whether I was allowed to give myself a visor because on one hand, it's the closest thing in the universe to my glasses and I don't feel comfortable without those. But on the other hand, a visor treats blindness, not nearsightedness. So is that appropriation? I think it's tough because in Polish, when we are talking about people with eyesight issues, including the blind, we use a word that is niedowidzący, which it's, I would say, I think, I'm not a blind person, so it's hard to say, but it covers a wide range of you know, stages. How do I say it? Intensity of bad vision. Because if somebody might technically be blind, but they can still perceive the light. So, you know, are they blind? They can still perceive light. So would they be appropriating the word blind if they said they were blind? How bad has to be your eyesight for you to suddenly step from the category of bad eyesight into blind? So I don't know. I don't know a polite way to express my frustration with that partner terminology story. People fight so hard to be accepted as normal and then get so mad when someone else dares to do the normal things they do. I think in some way it might be, you know, just a culture shock, but I think it's sometimes, you know, every group of people has people who are very, you know, radical and people who are very mild, people who are very open. In one group the opinions may not exactly overlap. Like, you know, within the LGBT community, there's like a huge discourse regarding the word queer, for example, because some people say it's a slur and we shouldn't be using this. Some people will say that actually we are reclaiming it. We are returning to its. We are wearing it as a badge of honor because we are here. We are queer. And, you know, I think it's hard to pin all of the opinions into like one person and expect a group to be 100% unified. So I think sometimes you just have to choose your battles. So if somebody would argue like oh god, I've seen partner used in many different contexts. So what's the issue? Like romantic or business? If it's like a romantic partner. A business People can be legally blind and have a little vision, but I'm not legally blind, so I don't know what it matters for my conundrum. It is true, and I don't think there are any other characters in Star Trek that ever used any vision aid. So yeah, that might be tough. But you said you asked a friend for opinion. Did you get like an answer for that, or like not necessarily? Do I want to put another bookery? Because I do want to keep switching up my cards, but also I fought a book. I was attacked by a book. Oh wait, and I was supposed to check because I got a new resource? Was it the time shard? The laws of this world are usually based on space and time, but space is shattered, and so is time, as you can see. Okay, so we found a broken watch. Karma, to be honest, I am slightly trying to understand. Hot take is LGBTQ is appropriation of queer culture by LGBT culture. They are not interchangeable. I mean, if we don't want to tackle these topics, you can just ignore my question. We can move to something else. Also, truthfully, I wanted to take a short break because I've run out of water. I've been talking too much, and I'm running low on fuel. So let's, because my camp is right here, let's get to the camp, and I'm gonna take like 5-minute break. Deal? Deal, thank you. It's in the series Bible that the Federation can treat all eyesight issues other than full blindness, and even then there's options. So Federation characters shouldn't wear glasses. There's occasionally aliens wearing glasses though. Never attribute malice to malice that which can be explained by foolishness. That is something that I've been trying to explain to my sister, to be honest, because she has the unfortunate tendency, I think that's the right word, to always be like, you know, oh, they did this to me on purpose, while that 90% time it's not the case. But you know how it is. We like to view ourselves as the center of the universe. Anyway, okay. Camp. So, 5-minute break. Toilet break, water break, whatever, stretch break. Take your time. I'm gonna be back in a couple of minutes. So, please stay tuned, I would say. And I will see you in a minute. Hello again. Welcome back. Loomis went with the bunny. See you soon, yes. And thank you for the stretch. Hope you appreciate the ASMR. Also, give me a moment because, oh my god. And Karma, I've read what you what you wrote, and I understand what you mean. I've been reading a lot, like, about differences in, like, certain, you know, like a couple of years ago, it was like, oh, Tumblr is coming up with new genders or new labels and such. Like, I'm thinking some people may, like, personally need something to, you know, hold on to. They might need these labels to better understand themselves, and that's fine by them. I think this is something what I also needed when I was younger, but honestly, I feel with what I was saying before that, you know, you don't owe people in-depth knowledge about, you know, your personal stuff. I really prefer the umbrella term as queer because I feel like it's more inclusive to people. Like, yes, I am part of the community. No, you don't need to know the details. Like, you know, the whole thing used to be what Silver said, live and let live. Basically, we all have different struggles. We appreciate that we have different experiences and that we can share in that feel of being different. And because everyone that looks weird might get attacked walking into any bathroom. I don't think we should be, you know, I think there are still people within, like, the LGBT community that prefer using those labels that are, you know, that would fit more into that second label that you are presenting. I think it's just, you know, again, live and let live. Some people might need more detailed analysis of themselves and be able to name each part of themselves, and some people are like, yeah, I'm just different, and that is fine by me. I think this is also when I was reading about, like, you know, being trans, like feeling trans, I guess, and the fact that, you know, I don't know how to say it, but when you don't feel like you're in the right body, you feel like disconnected from that part of yourself. Some people never experience it and they don't, like, understand that feeling. It's hard for them to dysmorphia. Yes. I can never remember that word. So some people never experience that. So for them, it's hard to wrap their head around that feeling. But for other people, it's like, you know, when I was in school, I was completely fine with with whatever pronouns. When I was in middle school, I remember just like with a group of my friends, I had a nickname Stefan, which is a male name in Polish, like Steven basically, and I would go by Steven and it was fine. But I would also go by Angie and that was also fine. And I never, you know, I was very often mistaken with my brother because we are quite similar. It changed with age, but then again, I remember when my brother was mistaken for a girl, he got very angry. So I understand, you know, for me, I don't know, my relationship with gender was like, whatever. I'm whatever. For him, it was very important to be, you know, perceived and recognized as a boy. So yeah. I attended the online church service where a nice little old lady managing the group Zoom call went around labeling everyone's account with pronouns to show how inclusive the church was. I mean, that's fine. I mean, good that they you know, try to show that they are understanding, you know. I prefer, you know, people trying to understand and trying to, you know, implement certain solutions than to, you know, not trying at all and just, you know, putting on a show. Because then again, I also had something. I 100% rather people try than not. Yes, but also when I was in one of my old jobs, we had a diversity and inclusion workshop, and I was like, oh great, I would love to, you know, see what will be talked about and what will be, you know, discussed, and you know, how we can make stuff better. And I came out of that so angry because they talked about, you know, microaggressions. They talked about, you know, also like misgendering people, like stereotypes. They talked about sexism and such. And at one point, I hated that all of them were like, oh, of course it will never happen in our company, and oh, it's unacceptable in our company. And I told them, like, you know, I had a situation where I was studying very male-dominated thing, let's say, field, something like IT. Let's say I studied IT, and I was the only girl in a whole class of all of the guys. And there was like a weird thing, like every time, you know, we met at the before class, they would go around shaking hands with each other. All the guys would come to the next guy and they would shake hands. And this was a ritual. Every time new guy came in, they would shake hands with everyone. Good day, good day, good day. But once the round came to me and I came in, they wouldn't shake my hand. It was like, oh, hi. And they would just, you know, wave to me. And I made it, you know, important to me to like shake hands with them. When I would come in, I would shake hands with all of them as they did, because I felt mad that they excluded me that way. It felt awful. Like, why do you perceive me as different? I'm no different to you. Come on. And I gave that as an example on that diversity and inclusion workshop, and they were like, oh, that would never happen here. Absolutely not. They never acknowledged they did something similar. Like, I tried to give them like example as, you know, all of us do that. Just try to look for examples in your life when it happened, because all of us do that. All of us might use stereotypes and might not be as inclusive as we think we are. But no, they completely ignored the point of my message, and I was so mad. They didn't even ask what your pronouns were. They just changed your username on the call to have, oh god. Okay, so I thought, okay, so maybe they were trying to do actually the opposite of what should be done. They were altering your presentation in the public space without your consent. Oh. When good intentions just go bad. Cis people who introduce themselves with their pronouns get a high five from me. I always find it pretty tough because, like I said, for me it's usually whatever. Of course they had to say that, Angie. Management can be seen to get it wrong. But it wasn't just the management. I meant, like, you know, people who also attended, because it was supposed to be a workshop. It was supposed to be like a discussion group. But nobody ever had any, you know, examples of ever doing anything wrong. This was just a group of saints meeting in to preach to the choir, I guess. If everyone is wearing pronouns labels, you've got to either lie or be conspicuously unlabeled, and labeling people preemptively forces them to confront the church facilitators over it. Yeah, it might be very uncomfortable for people to, like, you know, if they put you with certain pronouns and you then want to be like, actually, it's different, and then, you know. But how can you say that we are wrong? We tried, and, you know. Awkward. Awkward. I just feel, I'm cringing inside. It just feels so awkward. The church ended up being managed by over the internet by a woman who lives over 1,000 miles away. Really? You're starting to question if there even a point of, you know, keeping it going if there isn't anyone locally who could be. I mean, on one hand, it's good that we can have such situations, like, for example, I can, you know, communicate with you all over the world, or like speak to people from different countries, which is lovely. I love that. But then again, I feel like we are sometimes disconnecting from our local communities. And I'm happy that my friend convinced me to attend those, like, local RPG sessions, like organized RPG plays. That's fine. Internet discourse taking over reality. The church president can't attend any of the parish meetings and is never present for services and basically just posts videos on internet objects. Yeah, that is way too far. I think that's way too far. Anyway. I'm wondering how many loops I could do, because we are at the 5th loop. And I'm thinking that at some point it might actually be too dangerous to continue. Okay. I haven't filled up much of the map though. I don't think we'll manage to meet the boss this time. Better retaliation and attack speed, but I sacrifice pure damage. I do like my pure damage. I do like dealing a lot of damage. I do not feel safe in those kind of safe places. I understand. But also, Karma, you don't have to explain. I'm glad that you did, and I'm happy that you felt, I hope you felt comfortable explaining that, but don't feel obligated to if you ever. Don't ever feel like you need to explain something to us, because, like I said before, I don't need to, I don't want you to share your life story, because, you know, I feel that we are sharing too much of ourselves on the internet. So yeah, don't ever feel pressured to do that. It might be worth putting a bookery opposite that counts lands with all the ghouls. That way, once it flips to a good village, you'll heal and swap cards. But I do have a bookery here next to the vampire mansion, so I do get like a book swap here and then heals here. So I already have something like that. Or are you trying to guide me to a synergy? Maybe it'll work here. It's next to the... I see. Maybe it will work here as well. I see right through you. But we'll, let's see if it works for this bookery. Or maybe I can... or maybe I can try If we get another vampire mansion, maybe I could put it against, not against, in front of this one? But they are next to each other. Hello, Char Char. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. How are you doing? Also, I do have that, oh god. I remember, Loomis, how you sent me the portrait from Char Char. So thank you. I hope you said that. I am very grateful for that. Doing good. I'm glad. I'm happy. Better speed. I do have a lot of speed thanks to the tree, so I don't think I have to worry about more of that. Oh my god! Learn how to ride a bike without stabilizers! That's huge. I hope in 2 days! Speedrunning bike learning. It took me way longer than that, and I still have scars on my knees from trying to learn. So that's so huge. That's good on you, Char Char. Very good. I can imagine just Silver and Karma just shooting each other glances like, Are you trying to do what I'm thinking you're doing? I still can't ride without stabilizers. In fact, I need 2 pairs of stabilizers. So you have a vehicle with 6 wheels? I mean, Char Char is as cute as a bunny, so I would say close enough. What? That's a new one. Takes part in battles on adjacent tiles. Where did you come from? May resurrect as Shadow Skeleton. Takes 70% less damage from archers. Did I get another of these? No. Oh! Scarecrow 8. Another vampire. Worse defense, but pure damage. Damage to all and vampirism. But I sacrificed counter and but lower defense. I don't think that's actually a better shield than one that I have. But pure damage 4 is pretty awesome. Ooh, and finally better weapon. Okay, so actually, more damage, more regen. I lose 4 evasion and 2 pure damage. But if I take this, I get 4 pure damage. I lose counter and attack speed. It would be nice if I got something that gives me evasion. My bunny is named Nugget, but I took him back to his shed during the break. I hope Nugget is having a lovely day too. Aww, how can you not give a bedtime treat even if it's not a bedtime? You are being cruel, Loomis. Everybody knows that Bunny deserves a treat. What's a bedtime treat for a bunny? Is it like a special carrot? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. What was that? Was it another resource? That weird, like it sounded like a spooky violin. This game is doing things to my brain, really. It's making me paranoid. Oh, let's put a rock and just finish it. Oh! Much more health. Oh, but I lose all of the evasion. This game really wants to be like, but that vampirism though. Attack speed, counter. Ooh, wait, so I would lose counter here. Okay, so let's switch this, and actually this gives me less defense, but adds attack speed, counter, and vampirism. So I lose 3 damage to all. That kind of makes me sad, but oh well, but I do get counter. Yeah, let's try switching it up a bit. That was an orb! Oh, okay. I will give him a treat, but not yet. He still got to finish his dinner. Oh, so it's like a dessert. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice 11 evasion. That would be too much. Another village. Do I need another village? I don't think I need another village. And let's work on those books over here. One of the later things you can build will let you spoiler, but it will also let you click on the different resources so you can hear the sounds they make, kind of like Pokemon cries. I really do love that the sounds here are crunchy. Like, you know, they have this quality of early consoles. This laugh! I think the vampire laughs when he leaves. He's like, ha ha ha, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Damage to all defense. Okay, that's fine. Thicket. Thicket gives me more. Fuck, I forgot. Gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh, I forgot. Let's put another rock to give myself some more health. I don't think I need another village. The forest is giving me more villages. The woods just want to be like you. They just want to be friends. Why don't you join them? Couple times a week he gets a bit of fruit or veg, but not too much because they have lots of sugar for a rabbit. Ooh. Is it hard for rabbits to digest sugars, or is it making them hyperactive? like with kids. Outpost. I haven't put in any outposts yet. Oh, I forgot about books. Books also make different noises. Wait, I also need to remember... Nugget sounds very loved. Aww, yes. Too much sugar just isn't healthy for them long term. Weight gain, etc. They mostly evolved to eat grass, so a lot of sugar isn't natural for them. That makes sense. That's a lot of cars. Let's maybe put a grove as well, and another forest. Do I want more villages though? I could put another village here. God damn it. Forgot about those guys as well. I do really need to take notes, because now I'll have 2 villages that heal me, and they share a field over here, so they'll give me more heals. 2 heals for a price of 1. Okay, so it's basically slightly better ring than what I have, but without vampirism. Oh! Hello. Damage is increased by 20% of defense value. Didn't I have an option for that? Every time hero passes through a tile, he will heal for blah blah blah. The hero rushes into battle head on, and his attack has a 75% chance to stun each enemy for 1 second. I wish now I had that option to reshuffle them. Because maybe the dominant mass sounds nice because I am gaining defense with each loop. So that means I'm also gaining damage with each loop. I have 15, so 20% out of that is 1/5, so it's 3. So I'm getting 3 damage on top of my damage. Which is nice, I would say. My attack speed is almost 40%, so truthfully, I wouldn't cry over losing speed. So I would say I only have one item that gives me speed right now, which is this one. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad if I had to switch it to something that does not give me speed. Meadow! Yes, I do want meadow. Now you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, where's my... I'm gonna build an outpost here. So if I fight a boss, I'm gonna have support from these guys. But so far, it does not look like I... Oh, I wanted to put Vampire Mansion here, so it's gonna be in front of the books. So yeah. Because we wanted to see what happens if I build a library next to Vampire Mansion, I guess. What happens if I give vampires their own library? So yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna keep building rocks to get more health. I don't want to get too fast because I'm worried that... Everyone knows vampires are book fanatics. To be honest, if I had all the time in the world, that's probably how I would spend most of it, reading books. And maybe I would pick up some very niche and time-consuming hobby. Field. Nice. I'm okay with library next to Vampire Mansion. I will chill with Mocha. Yes! I hope Mocha is fine. I remember her posting that she is taking a break because, if I understood correctly, she wants to do stuff with the dental surgery thing. I hope I understood that correctly. I will put this wheat field next to this cursed village because there's gonna be a lot of goblins. And I hope that they will counterbalance the amount of grass that grows. Goblins grow thicker than grass, apparently. And I do have one oblivion, so if I get mad, I can destroy one of the goblin village. I don't want attack speed. My attack speed is already too much. But it just gives me 1 retaliation damage. And I would prefer to keep my pure damage. Better damage. Pure damage and vampirism, but I lose regen. But if I get vampirism, I think it's fine, considering that I'm gonna do huge damage. So even though I only have 16% vampirism, I think that's fine. Maybe I could... I think there was an item that I could... Oh, I could sacrifice my vampirism. But for better attack speed, and I'm not interested in that at all. I think we're fine. This asshole! Wait, what do you have? Gets +6 defense for 3 seconds after being hit. The effects can stack. Oh shit. Another treasury! Ah! Here. So now I have something to use all of these. Okay, I'm gonna use... Actually, I'm gonna use the forests instead, because I kinda don't want to raise our speed too much. Because again, I am worried that we will get too fast and we will get stuck. Every hit against the golem increases its crit damage chance plus 5%. Resets whenever golem deals critical damage. Ay ay ay. But they do drop pretty nice loot, gotta admit. Okay, slightly worse evasion, but pure damage. And with that pure damage, I'm gonna be dealing straight damage to them. Better defense. Better defense. And our defense increases our attack as well. So, slightly worse pure damage. Better damage to all. And I sacrifice vampirism for counter. I'm gonna take it. I'm sorry, vampirism. I do love you to death, but, like... sometimes you gotta choose. Worse HP, counter, and vampire. No. Slay the Spire body slam build? What? I mean, I've played Slay the Spire, but I don't know what you mean. Oh no. Vampire Mansions give everything in the aura vampirism during fight. Yeah, I know. I know. Wait, does that include me? I don't need attack cards. I need defense cards and doing damage equal to my defense. Yes. Also, my enemies are being damaged when they attack me because I do have retaliation damage. So actually, the tougher I get, also the more hit they can, the more hit I can take, the more damage they are doing to themselves. I don't want to sound overconfident, but this build kinda rocks. Now I wish I took that labyrinth, to be honest. Hell yeah, it does. I don't want to sound overconfident, but I literally cannot be killed. Oh, I can! I can be killed, but like... You don't need it, you'll get there in time. Probably, yes. Oh, Loomis, yes? I finished Skyward 3.5 today. Oh! And how was it? I'm getting so many fields. The The collection book of the novellas about other characters. Really, really good. Maybe the best in the series. Oh, I'm excited then. I think I need... I don't think I have it though. I might need to check. Damage to all attack speed. May. Give me something better. I said better. Oh! I do have pretty decent health. Better retaliation. Pure. I lose 3 of pure damage, but I get evasion, which is pretty nice. Yeah. The collection was released under the name Skyward Flight. The collection of short stories, or do you mean like collection of all books, including like the ones that I already read? Road Lantern. Do I want Road Lantern? This grass. I felt like I heard again some new sound. But maybe it was just Orb of Unity? Or maybe Orb of Evolution? Something? Nice. Hello there. Hello there. Oh my god. Hi, Philly. Wait. Let me. I need to make myself presentable. Hello there. I mean, hi, Philly, but also hello, vampire lady. That sound was an effect on the goblins. I didn't see what it was. Oh, okay. I thought it was one of the orbs. Wow. Sorry, Philly didn't want to. I mean, look at her. Look at her hair. It's so fabulous. I was blushing for a hot second. I mean, look at her. Well, meanwhile, you come in here swinging your meat, tossing your meat around. Let me get a sip because suddenly I got very thirsty. Oh, and she is like a proper emo. My world is in agony. The cosmos burns in the flames of the void, and we are left with nothing but ashes in our hands. Another vampire maddened by its thirst? I mean, I am. Madness, it obviously is. Even our memories were taken from us. Why do you think we were allowed to keep our minds? But even the thirst fades in the face of my discovery. The books filled with knowledge showed me all that we lost. This pitiful shack that we call our world is not even a fraction of what the world truly is. The books still contain the knowledge of the world? Please tell me where I can find them. All memories and information is very important right now. Incredibly important, I agree. Knowledge can help one bend the laws of the universe. That's what we call magic. I can clearly see your place in this chaos. Do you know why everything around you is trying so hard to kill you? The natural order of things, I guess. Hunger, fear, and despair. It's quite enough to drive anyone into a blind frenzy. Everything around knows you must die. Existence itself tells us this. It screams in terror each time you take a new step or draw another breath. I won't suffer your existence any longer. With all due respect, I don't need anyone's permission to exist. No, lady, we could have had it all. Oh wait, she turned into a book? I didn't even manage to check her stats. Oh. I was hoping like to see a little more of her, but she survived for like 2 seconds. Goodbye. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, I'm sad now. Oh. We sacrifice attack speed, which we don't need. I am surprised to say it, but we don't need this 3% of attack speed. We lose 1 defense, but I am fine with that. We have 25 defense, so that's a lot. But we get evasion, which might be very useful for a fight against the boss if it happens. I think it will happen. What's all this nonsense about the world and my death? There are already too many problems to keep inventing new ones. Magical ways of knowing about the past and the future are often fake. It's no surprise so many mages go insane, especially now when going insane doesn't take much effort at all. You didn't even manage to check her out? Didn't seem that way from here. Oh, you wanted to see a little more of her, did you? I mean, I wouldn't mind. Oh gosh. Anyway, where were we? Now I am sad because the lady is gone. Sassy hero going off. Oh yeah. I mean, I can imagine the sass. The hero needs to be cautious with the sass because from the beginning of the stream we learned that being sassy results in a death penalty. With the gingerbread man story. Oh, she's back! Legacy transforms into a tome after being killed. You are what you love, I guess. Summons bats, that's usual. Heals allies by 70% of damage dealt during its attack. Ooh, so it's not like vampirism per se, it's a little bit different than vampirism. She is also dropping fancy hats, thank you so much. Better evasion, better HP. I lose 7 pure damage. I don't know if I want to lose 7 pure damage. I mean, I would be stressed out with everything going on too. That's just his defense mechanism. And another one. Oh my god. Oh, that's lame. I was hoping for something better, but... Wait. I just realized this is our... I looked at the time and I was like, wait, this is the only expedition that I managed to do and it's already getting late. I've been streaming for 3 hours and it's only one expedition. Ah! I'm feeling a little rough, so I'm going to lurk for now. I hope you have a lovely time if I don't make it back. Oh, thank you, Silver, for hanging, for helping me, and for, you know, cheering on, for a lovely discussion and everything. I heard you like checking her out, so I turned her into a library book so you can check her out. While you check her out, like I can check out the book from the library. Oh, you're so right. That's a wonderful wordplay. Yes, but Nightwing, take rest well. Don't stretch yourself too thin. Ah. Oh, you sent away one goblin. Thank you. Thicket. That's a funny word. Oh my god. Where's that Oblivion card when I need it? Aha, there it is. I feel guilty for making the stream too chatty. But why would you feel guilty? I mean, my problem is also that I I talk too much. As Loomis likes to point out. Karma banned for chatting. I love stimulating conversations. So you are baiting me with great points and interesting topics that you raise. Don't feel sorry about that. I'm happy. I'm happy that we can have these conversations, because, you know, compared to this, to like streaming to only like streaming to no viewers or like no interactions, I would be showing you the game, but thanks to this we are engaging with each other, and I'm happy. Because I used to do Let's Plays on YouTube, and while it was fun, I prefer streaming because I have engagement with you. I can engage in conversations, and you know, it's a collective. It our stream basically. I don't like me when I get controversial like I did today. No, we sometimes always have to let it out, I guess. But if you feel like you also are crossing a boundary, you can always ask Loomis to time you out. Complete silence in chat, please. Loomis, if Karma gets too chatty, you can time them out. I mean, this is a joke. This is a joke, please. This is a joke. Oh! Yay! Sorry. Hum 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 hum. If I want to fight the boss, it's already 7th loop. The boss will be very powerful, probably. So I think I need to start putting more stuff onto the table. Meh, that's lame. Oh no, I get tired! I'm too fast. Too speedy. Too much speed. You know what? I'm gonna put the books here, because I do have quite a lot of wheat fields that I want to get rid of, and I think they can swap me on those. I could have put it here to get another vampire lady. I mean, I could put another vampire mansion here. If I thought you were going over the line, I would have said something. Thank you, Loomis. Always on the lookout. Thank you so much. I could put another vampire mansion here, but that would mean more ghouls. But if I want to do the boss fight now, I think in any case, I have enough skulls to bring home all of the loot that I have. So I think, yeah, I think we can try to take on the boss. But let me, I'm worried that I'm gonna lose those 3 cards when I pass the bookery instead of those 3. Oh, we'll see. Gosh, wait, give me a second. I said earlier that I need to calm down a little bit and not scream a lot because I lose my voice, but of course I didn't listen to my own advice. It's fine though, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to calm down. Oh, okay. Better defense and some vampirism. Oh, much better retaliation, much better evasion, but damage to all instead of pure damage. I'm gonna think about it. But retaliation damage is kinda awesome. And evasion is also important. It's just 4 pure damage. Maybe we'll get it in something else. Hero deals plus 1.5 damage for every potion used since this trait was taken. Okay, I like it. Damage to all defense, no. Worse damage, regen, no. Max HP, okay. Again, worse stuff than the one I already have. This is fine. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh wait, I should be putting down some of this stuff that I'm getting. And I could be using that Oblivion. But instead, let's put some rocks, let's put some mountains, let's put some meadows, and what? Let's put a cemetery here. There's still a lot of stuff that I could put down. Another meadow, always useful, and more rocks. Let's put down the forest because I don't want to gain too much speed. But I think we're gonna get enough. I was about to say we're gonna get enough cards from this, unless we're gonna keep getting only equipment. Okay, meadow. How much damage I'm dealing? More damage and damage to all. Oh god, I thought it's gonna be... Is this the one? Yes! 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 The boss! That's a hole! Radiates with powerful energy that devours space and time itself. It is time to face the destiny of this world. Wait, is this the final boss? I thought it's gonna be like a third mini-boss or something. I slowed down a little bit there. Ooh, better pure damage and much better defense. I lose counter though. But much better defense, and defense adds to my offense, so I think I might switch it because it's actually not 19, it's 24 defense, which is great. And I get more pure damage, which will ignore any shield. So that is also a good idea. Better retaliation and damage to all, but I lose evasion. I kind of don't want to lose evasion. I want to keep it because I feel we will need it in the boss fight. Also, let's drop a lot of meadows. They don't heal a lot, to be honest. Only 108 health per day? That's like, that's not even 10% of my max HP. Oh, these guys. To be honest, now I'm slightly concerned because I have only 700 health going in. 600 health. Hi, Dingo. Meadows only work if you hard into them. If I put a lot of them, you mean? Okay, better counter, better vampirism. I lose evasion though, but get regen. I don't think I need to. I don't think I should rely on regeneration for this boss fight, considering it's only 1 per second. While I have 1600 health. Okay. But I am cleaning this place up a little bit. Oh well, this is still mostly experimentation. I am pretty safe because I should have enough skulls to, if I die during the boss fight, to come back with all of my loot. Unless he will ask for more, he or she, they will ask for more than 3 skulls for that. We'll see. There are more things you can do to make meadows work better. More than just making them blooming meadows? More health. A lot of vampirism. Same regen. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so if I retreat, I go back to the camp, but if I stay, then I fight the boss. So let's try. Those are what? Holes. Haunter's Hound. Pack Sense gains 100% damage buff and heals for 30% max HP each time an ally dies. Oof. When hit 3 times in a row, it escapes to the astral plane and distracts attackers from itself. Returns after 3 attacks, dealing a critical hit with... Oh my god, that's a lot! I don't think I'll survive that. Oh, hello. That's a piercing gaze. Know your place, dog. Not the most polite greeting I've ever had. Oh, apologies. I wasn't talking to you. My loyal hounds like to fool around sometimes. Keeping discipline is important. Woof. Look, it's a puppy. A woof. And as for you, my little hero, know your place, dog. Who the hell are you? Oh, well, let's see. Sometimes sorry. Okay, let me try that again. Sometimes the need arises to kill the whole herd in a pen. But not without a reason, of course. And as you start the culling, a couple of bulls break the fence and run off into the forest. But that won't do. Every one of them has to die. That's the whole point, you see. And that is where the hunter comes in, to track down every rebellious bull and shoot it dead. So don't even talk politeness to me, my little hero. Not only do you avoid the universal annihilation, but also resist this magnificent undertaking. How is that polite? I've heard enough of this kind of talk. I beg your pardon? All of you seem to have some wonderful and profound reason to participate in this cataclysm. And you all ignore the fact that we all want to keep on living. It stinks to be exterminated, you know. Frankly speaking, I don't give a damn. I just enjoy the hunt. And now, if you'll excuse me, I will feed the remnants of your world to my hounds. They'll eat it all in one bite. And if their stomachs were black holes, as if their stomach were black holes, I do have strange feelings that they are black holes. I hope your hunting skills are as bad as your jokes. Not that it matters, the joke will get you very soon. Sick 'em! Woof. Wait. My dog is a circle because he's round. Yes, that's the meme. That's the exercise that some kid in a class had. Circle the right description of the dog, and they circled around, and they circled circle, and they said my dog is a circle because he's round. Aren't those the space dogs from before? Yes, I remember seeing one of the dogs, but I don't remember in what context, to be honest. The guy has such a Helsing abridged Alucard energy. He does. He has similar stare. Some days you get the joke, others the joke gets you. Oh my god, yeah, he is a joke. How some of the gods didn't seem to want that either. Want the annihilation? I mean, in the Lich's lore, we had that he wanted to fix the world. But was it before the annihilation? We'll see. Anyway, Paxton gains 100% damage buff and heals for 30% max HP every time an ally dies. That is too overpowered. Fills the hound's attack bar by 50% instead of every second attack. With every shot, distracts attacker from himself if they have other attack targets to attack. Never misses. Great! Story's a bit of a mess right now. Yeah. Okay, he's doing 55 damage. He's doing almost two attacks per second. The good thing is, at least I do have a phantom shield, but I only have 700 health, and I have just one healing potion. I do have this guy. I bet he's gonna survive for like 2 seconds. He's already survived longer than I expected. Are those the woofs? Is that sound the woof of the dog? Wait, they died? Oh, but also I died. Sag. But like I said, I did not farm enough evasion to do that, but this was my first encounter with this boss, and I would say it's still a great learning experience. And I can still take all of my stuff So I count that as a win. Despite everything, I count that as a win. Also, if he never misses, can my evade even work if he never misses? He had a trait that said that he never misses, so does that over... Is it like I evaded a couple of times? Oh, well then. Well then, we learned something good, I would say. We got a lot of stuff. Maybe we can even build something? Like a warehouse? Or a river! I'm just imagining you giving the hunter the middle finger while you smash a skull on the ground that explodes in a puff of smoke while you disappear. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I had this much flair. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I wish I had this much flair. It's unbelievable, but it actually was here all along. What a nice place you've chosen to set up a camp. Unlocks the river, and that unlocks the bridge. What does the river do? I just thought, if the hero can't die, then trying to get rid of him is pretty pointless. But the same goes for those bosses. They also can't die. They appear again and again. The river is very potent, but also a little complicated to use optimally. Well then, I guess we'll have to learn what it does. Thank you for the info, Dingo. We're trying to keep the spoilers as little as possible. My fault. I should have added no backseating tag or something. But thank you for answering my question. Silver and Karma here has been... I've been torturing them for the last... No, don't worry about it. I should have been clear. So no fault here. Anyway, but can you imagine for the last, I think, two weeks or something? I've been torturing Karma and Silver because I can imagine them just sitting in front of their like computers or phones, being like, "Come on, just put it there. You'll see what it does." Just like, you are so close to figuring this out. I imagine you are feeling like that because every time I'm watching somebody play like Outer Wilds, I'm having exactly this. I'm like, oh, you are so close to the answer. I guess the enemies don't know that. I remember speaking to the Lich, telling them that we've already had this conversation, and they were like, oh, so this is happening. So yeah, they don't remember that it happened, but they are aware of the loop, I think. The thing is, they keep getting aggro on you, so not like they're gonna take... Yeah. There are diagrams on how to use the river best. Oh my god, no. Oh no, we're getting to diagrams. That's the problem when so many discoveries are dependent on randomly stumbling onto them. On one hand, it's fantastic because you are just, you know, smashing stuff together and suddenly discovering a new thing. But then again, I bet it's a nightmare when you are like a completionist. And I can't imagine like doing a complete 100% run without guides, without, you know, help from other people that already did this stuff. Anyway, what should I build? Plus 10 to the camp's item limit, and I understand from the icons below that also means that I can equip 1 furniture, 1 tool, and 1 food, right? So it both unlocks more fields over here, but also allows me to add more items here. Some things are RNG, like ghosts of ghosts of ghosts. 100% is an undertaking. It's so funny that I already got the ghost of ghost of ghosts. It was like, what, on my second stream or third? It was very early. I remember you telling me that it's very, very rare to get 3. And also I got the maze card from that very early in the game, even before I unlocked golden cards. That was amazing. The RNG god, RNGesus smiled at me that day. Too bad I didn't manage to use it. I try to avoid spoilers, but aside from getting spoiled accidentally by Twitch thumbnails, when it came to some of the obtuse comment, man, I just went straight to the wiki in frustration because the game wasn't explaining what things like pure damage were. Wee! Wee! Karma being like, wee! Oh gosh. But now that I'm thinking, wee. Now that I'm thinking, I wonder if you have pure damage, we see it immediately. I have a typing wee. Oh my god. Wait, let me... Oh gosh, I am so weak. Increases damage done to boss by 4%. Ooh, if I had more of these, if I stacked them, that could be very useful with in the battle against that guy. The game isn't clear on what certain mechanics are, then that's a bit of a gripe I have. I'm thinking, like, what's the worst thing that the game can do that makes me angry? And to be honest, I think it was when I got so angry when I was playing Pacific Drive, when we were playing the demo, and because the demo took us, what, almost 2 hours, and we haven't finished it yet, but I needed to go to bed. And you know, I was in the middle of the expedition, let's call it, and the game told me I will lose all of the stuff that I gathered because I cannot exit the game mid-expedition. I was like, oh, so you don't respect my time. And I hate that. But I was actually told I need to, you know, say in that moment I was angry. However, I was told that in the game options, Pacific Drive has a you can meddle with difficulty options, and one of the options is exactly if you get a penalty for leaving the game mid-expedition. So apparently you can turn that off, which is ideal. It's ideal. If, you know, if some people like that pressure, they can still have it. But if you don't feel like you want the game to be punishing you, if, you know, sometimes you need to leave the computer not for the fault of your own, because, I don't know, a child is crying, for example, a mom is calling you for dinner or whatever. So if you don't want to be penalized for something, you can have no I lost the word. Never mind. You know what I meant. A lot of things can only be understood within the game by doing a lot of math comparison, where you calculate how all your stats change every time you change equipment or place a card. Some of the meta mechanics are only clear from examining the healing per day number, because the meadows themselves don't reflect what's happening. But you have a number here in the, I mean, not here, but when you're in an expedition, you have at the bottom a number, HP per day or healed per day. And I thought that's the number from the meadows. Or you have to look at the actual numbers appear when you hit the enemies and then compare that to your stats to figure out how the math must work to result in that number. Oh my god. And also take into consideration that every hit is a... there's also RNG because your attack is between number and number. Oh my god. You have to forgive me. I will never get that deep into this game. To be honest, I want to finish the main boss. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be doing a 100% completion run. I just want to know this how the story ends. I just want to know what the fuck is happening. and maybe then play some other games. I haven't finished Potionomics. I haven't finished the Cult of the Lamb. I need to get back to those. So yeah. It's not necessary to become a loop doctor. Loop doctor. I have PhD in looping. I have a PhD in going around the circles. If you hover over the meadow, you will get one number of heal per day for that meadow, but what all the meadows add up to in the bottom right stats panel is different when other mechanics come to play. Huh. I'm getting dizzy from that. I wasn't aware Cult of the Lamp could be finished. I thought it was one of those games you just effectively went on forever. I think you can because, you know, there are those different bishops, and then there's this... the chained one, I think is his name. And I understand that your role is to fight off the bishops, to release the chained one and see what happens then. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice again. Okay. Use your inner voice, or like stage whisper. I think you can play it forever. But it just, I think this one is similar. I think you can play this one also forever, but it has a main core story that you can discover, right? Whew, but what should I get? I can take another item, but also I wanted to build... You know, let's build this. Oh, I can build a warehouse only next to the supply depot. Okay. So I might want to actually destroy this survivor's tent. A camp filled with exhausted people and their limited belongings can't be destroyed, but its inhabitants will gladly move to better housing if you build it. So I understand I need to build more huts to get that. So let's build a warehouse here. Just look at us. Yesterday we had no idea how to get by. Why is idea a capital letter? And already we need more space to store all of our belongings. I always knew that human greed would outlive an apocalypse. They added some more content. Oh, I heard they added... I remember something on Twitter being like they will add sex to the game. And they made it into a DLC with like expanded marriage stuff or something. I haven't watched too much Cult of the Lamb. A lot of people I watch have streamed it a lot, but it just isn't my thing, and my eyes glaze over as they do their interminable village and cultist management. Similar reasons I don't watch RimWorld. I watched because I do also play RimWorld. Excited for the new DLC. Jesus, what I haven't played. Karma, I think you are the only person who can sometimes throw in a title that I haven't played or I haven't heard about. So thank you for that. Anyway, so yeah, because I play a little bit of RimWorld, I watched a couple of streams to like understand certain mechanics better and to see how other people plan their bases, because I felt like mine wasn't optimal. Oh no, I didn't realize it was one of those cults. I thought it was just a regular, healthy cult with cool people to hang out with and occasional human sacrifice. None of that sex stuff. It's not that graphic. They hold hands and have an egg. Oh, that's cute. They have an egg. Anyway, I haven't also upgraded some of my stuff in a while, and if I remember correctly, some of the upgrades are pretty neat. Ooh, +4 to hero strength. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. I might need to finish up for today because we've done a lot of talking, and me, despite getting my water, a lot of water, and getting some of my cough medicine, it's still pretty rough. So I also might need to save it for Saturday, because I imagine on Saturday we'll be talking a lot since I stream on Saturday. My birthday stream is supposed to start at noon Polish summertime, Central European summertime. So what time is it for you? It's like 6 hours difference to East Coast and 9 hours different to West Coast. But I plan on streaming until evening. So even for those in the American time zones, it should be fine. I noticed how your throat seemed to get really dry earlier about the time we met that vampire lady. Gee, I wonder why. Wait. Oh, wait. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh my god. Look at her. She is so pretty. She is just so pretty. I wish I could see her, angry face as with the guy. Because we see his angry face. This one. Give me monster lady. Give me that monstrosity. I yearn for that monster lady. Wait. Oh, and she drops the time shard. And some pitiful remains. That is kind of mean. Tome also drops this time shard. Some spells are so powerful that the mere act of transcribing them onto paper can have dire consequences. And if such spells are jam-packed into a single bound book, absolutely nothing good will come out of this. Even turning a single page can be enough to transmogrify the poor reader into ash. The tome doesn't care whether you want or can read it at all. In the end, the book is not responsible for whether you survive all the wisdom within it. I think pitiful remains come from most undead, maybe? We can see. Can we? I think Orb of Afterlife comes from pitiful remains. Yeah, I think Orb of the Afterlife comes from pitiful remains, and those drop from the undead. Farming resources can be hard sometimes. It can. It absolutely can. I am wondering, because there are still so many missing pieces here, and we've unlocked the 3rd chapter, so like, is there another one? And we are even missing so many of the cards or like tiles still. But they are unlocked from buildings, but we don't have many buildings left. Okay, maybe let's build another mud hut. So, like Karma said, we can expand our village a little bit. There's one, so maybe let's build another one here. What? Wait. It felt that did I see that the farm had a glow up? There we go. Now we can pack up the tents and the sleeping bags. I'll inform everyone in a few minutes. There's not enough houses for everyone, so several families will have to share. But still, now we're one step closer to civilized living. Oh, did something... Wait! Did the tents disappear? The tents disappeared, and once the space was empty, the farm got another... Oh! Oh! That's cool, because that gives us space to build more stuff here. Okay. Well, that makes sense. But I wonder if then building more mud huts give additional benefits again. Or I could build another watchtower. That would also be neat. Oh, but but like I said, sorry, but I think I'll be wrapping up for today. Need to unfortunately wake up in the morning, and also, as you can hear, I am losing my voice. What am I gonna do on Saturday for real? But yes, friendly reminder that because it's my birthday. My birthday happening continuously since Monday. But I will be celebrating it on Saturday, starting from noon, 12. It's 12 p.m. noon, 12 p.m. Central European summertime. Yes. So, in any case, you can find my schedule on Discord or my other socials, I think. But let me see where I can send you to. Do you like some art? And I don't mean Sammy. We've rated Sammy last time. I see that Izori is live. I don't know how long Izori's been live. Sane is also live, but they've been going on for almost 6 hours, so I expect them to finish up soon. Izori just started. I mean, an hour ago, but it's barely. Oh, actually, you know what? Let us maybe raid Vivi, because she is playing Yakuza Kiwami. So it includes the best mechanic, Majima everywhere. But yes, thank you all so much for hanging with me. Thank you for all the help that you provided, for advice, for discussions that we had. I think they were fantastic. Don't feel bad ever for you know, leading a discussion in the chat, because I appreciate it. And if you are worried about crossing any boundaries, Loomis will always remind you. So don't worry about that. Or I will ask you to chill out, for example. But don't feel bad. And if I ever say something you don't like, don't hesitate, let me know. I'll try to, you know, correct myself, because I want you to feel comfortable here. And yeah, Saturday, I'll see you. There's gonna be games, there's gonna be friends, there's gonna be... But I think we'll also have some downtime watching some videos together, so yeah, looking forward to that. We'll have plenty of time to talk and to chill together. So yes, see you then. But for now, remind you she means ban you. Exactly. But yes, take care, sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite, and whatever time zone it is for you, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Bye!